It's me, Josh Hunter, presently in the city of Santa Monica. Pardon the darkness or whatever. I just have to sit in this spot and I don't want to fucking move. Anyway, so I don't know if I'm overdoing this. I can't tell, but I think that I'm right. Alright, so first of all, I want to introduce a new term. I'm not sure, I have not even looked up the definition, so I'm basing this on what I've gleaned from the fucking internet. As you know, I think a simp is like a type of guy who's like very much like, I don't know, like he's like a guy who's like whipped by his girlfriend or whatever. So I thought, what is the female version of that? I tried to, this may already exist, like I'm not like up with the times, like I don't know like what all the popular slang terms are, but I think the lady term for this should be called like a sap, S-A-P. So like a sap is a female simp. So if you're like a dude and you like see another dude, he's just like, oh, dude, like fucking like my. I don't know. I don't even know, cause like I don't know. When I see the behavior, like I don't think it's like terrible behavior, but I don't know. I guess if you got to be cool, like I guess that's what you got to do. Anyway, the female version of that, which I also don't know what that behavior is, but I guess if you're like your lady and you're like and you want to be like you want to say like, oh, this lady isn't being like a fucking cool lady or whatever. Let's call it. So you would call her a sap. Is what you'd call her, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so saps and simps. The second thing, so like I said, I'm not getting any feedback on this. Like I'm literally just like, I'm outside. I'm not like talking to anyone. Like I don't have, like I'm not getting any responses on any of this video. So I could be like completely like not reading the room. And if I am, business as usual, I guess. So as you know, like I'm very much looking forward to my my marriage to Emma Chamberlain. And so I'm in celebration of that. I've changed the name of my channel. By the time, I'm not sure how long this will go on. So my channel's name might look different as you're watching this. But I changed the name of my channel to I'm Her Jack. In celebration of our marriage. Now, when I say I'm Her Jack, I'm not sure if you heard of a movie. It's called Nightmare Before Christmas, or The Nightmare Before Christmas. And then, I don't know, there's like this romance between this guy. He's like a Halloween person, and there's like a Halloween lady or whatever. Anyway, you have to see the movie. But the reason why I changed his name, or why I changed my channel to this name, is because one day I was at the Santa Monica Pier. I was sitting at the top of the stairs by Maria Sol or whatever, and I saw this guy walking around with his girlfriend, and he was wearing a shirt that said like I'm Her Jack, but she was not wearing a shirt that said I'm his Sally. And because it says I'm Her Jack, and there's like a you know, like an arrow pointing, you know, but she was just wearing like some other shirt. I think she was wearing like a fucking like I don't know, like a Nine Inch Nails shirt or something. I don't fucking know. I mean, she wasn't wearing. She was wearing some other shirt, which is recognizable, but I don't remember what it was. And for some reason, I've never felt like this before. Like I felt completely justified, and I said, I didn't say anything, but it I like mentally like shouted at this. All right, I didn't shout at him, but like I had this sincere feeling. I'm like, man, dude, you look like a bitch. And like I'd never had a feeling like that before. Like I never judged anyone like that. I was never like, oh, dude, this guy, you know, what a, you know. And I felt kind of bad, you know, because I never, I don't know. I guess maybe that's my own like fucking, what do you call it? Just like being jaded and never having a girlfriend, like just being cynical, I guess. But then, I mean, I don't know. I guess to me that's what a simp is. That's a simp. Like you're wearing an I'm Her Jack T-shirt, but she's not wearing an I'm his Sally T-shirt. Like that's what a simp is. So, but I felt bad. So in order to like kind of make amends, I thought, okay, well I got to make myself look like a simp now, like because I never like, even in like my private thoughts, I don't hold heavy judgments against people. like sometimes like I do get like particularly upset, but I'm never like, oh, you're wrong or you're stupid or something that like they would just make them feel bad. And like I like this was like a year ago, 2 years ago, like, and to this day I'm like, man, I don't know, I didn't like that. It was like something that I did where I'm like, I probably, I don't. I mean, obviously, I'm getting like a good fucking chuckle out of it now. But I mean, this guy, I don't know. Maybe he really cared about her, and like maybe she lost the shirt. Like maybe like maybe she lost the shirt. And I wanted to make sure that like, because I don't know like, because I've never even had a girlfriend, so I can't fucking say like, oh, um, I've never been the simp. I mean, I guess actually you can be a simp if you're like not having a girlfriend. That's right. If you give like if like a girl like doesn't like you. Okay, maybe I have been a simp. Okay. Let's see. When was I a simp? Well, I've given tons of gifts to ladies and gotten like nothing in return. So I guess that makes me like a true simp, a simp at heart. Maybe I was just yelling at myself. Maybe I was just like upset at myself, and I was just like, oh, I'm a bitch. Maybe that's what I was saying to the guy. Like, I look at him and I see myself, and I got upset. I'm like, man, I look like a bitch. And maybe that's what was going on. Could be it. Could be it. Anyway, so right now, oh yeah, this is my second birthday video of the day. So, just in case like you're not paying attention to the date. The date. Anyway, all right. So, to that dude, like, if you remember that, like, if by some chance, like, you happen to see this video, and like you remember being on the pier that day, and like you were wearing an I'm her Jack shirt, and she wasn't wearing an I'm his Sally shirt, and like somehow like after that like you felt bad, like you suddenly felt like, oh dude, I feel like stupid. I'm sorry, like I'm sorry if I contributed to that feeling, and I didn't want you to feel like, I did not want you to feel bad. I was just mad at myself because I didn't know, and to this day, like I still don't know like anything about interpersonal relationships, romantic relationships. Like I know how to listen and like kind of not make people feel bad, but like the thought of like physical intimacy like fucking scares the shit out of me. Like I feel like everyone has a knife. I just like the idea of being like that close to like a woman, like even like nudity or whatever. Like I just think like, oh, what if she has a knife? That's my feeling like all the time. Like she'll wait until my fucking eyes are closed and she'll fucking stab me. That's my fucking fear. And so like I don't get close to anyone. Like I just like, where's the knife? Like I'm always looking for a fucking knife. So dude, like I'm sorry. And if by somehow like even like if there's been like some kind of like repeating thing where you just constantly feel like if you like got rid of your I'm her Jack shirt, like to because you wanted to like feel cool, like I don't want to contribute to that type of culture. I mean I can't, anyway. So I just wanted to bring that up. So obviously Emma Chamberlain has not watched this video, and you might wonder like why are you saying this? Why are you saying, oh, you're gonna fucking get married to Emma Chamberlain? I done my research. Like there's a lot of things that have like gone on. Like and I don't know like what my what like I'm allowed to say. I just like there's a lot of things that says like, all right, I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but I mean. I'm tired, like I need to be fucking sleeping indoors, so like I think she's been like spying on me for like a long time, and I'm really tired, and I feel like I want to exploit her fame. I want to exploit her fame and her wealth so that I can get reasonable housing, and I'm being honest. Like, I mean, she's like a cool gal. Like, I haven't seen anything about her that I don't like. Although, like, when I'm listening to her podcast, I do get angry. But not because, like, it's not like I'm angry at anything specific. I just get the sense of anger. And I'm just very sensitive to it. But I get the sense that she's been, like, spying on me for a while. All right, for example, all right, my dad, like... my dad, like... my dad, he used to work for Metro MTA here in Los Angeles, and his favorite restaurant. This is what they told me. I don't know. I never met my dad more than like 10 times. Like the one time he came over to my house, he fell asleep. Like so, he's not like he was not like, oh, I fucking love my. All right, maybe he did. I don't know. Anyway, so they told me that his favorite restaurant was this place called Jim's, which is a fucking hamburger restaurant. And before she got like, I mean, when she was like still like getting like very popular, like she was visiting LA, and like she was taking like photos or whatever, and apparently like there's this one spot where she's 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 posing in front of like a Jim's like hamburger stand, and I mean that was my dad's favorite fucking restaurant. And then and in the video, like, cause it's one of her videos as well, like some like I'm assuming that they were African Americans. They drive by and they say, "Work it, white girl." I thought that's kind of unusual. And she even has like an unusual look on her face when like they say it. And then like her favorite like coffee, was like Phil's, and that's my dad's name. And so like there are a lot of those other things, like I hope this isn't like offensive, but she dated this guy, right? His name's Aaron, and that's my middle name. And all these things are just like little sprinkles of like something. And I'm saying, all right, well, I mean, I don't feel like a liked person, so what does all of this mean? Anyway, in an effort to try and like force someone's hand, I'm just gonna say all these things outright and see if I can like make some money. Because like I just love to exploit and get mine. Yeah, baby. Anyway, so anyway, I feel like this is all leading towards a marriage, and because at this rate, like she's made too much money like too quickly, and she doesn't realize the cost of all these things. She has not yet realized the cost of her fame, especially while I've been homeless on the street for 8 years. Okay, like there's a cost of these things that no one is like talking about. Now, I'm not the type of person. I'm not like, oh, why does she get to be rich and I have to be poor? Like I feel fucking richer than anybody. Like I don't fucking. Like, that's not the issue. Like the issue is like we are approaching a point where there have been like there are people generally. It's not just about her. It's just like there's a lot of other factors involved. It's the social and political environment that we are about to enter. Like if we were gonna keep on like if there were like not like these new things that were about to happen, it would be all right. Like it would all be paid for. But people really thought like in the culture, this modern culture, people thought that they were right about certain things, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna end up being wrong. And so her fame is going to be more expensive than it was. Right now, it's not that expensive because most people still think that they're right about things that they're going to be wrong about. And I'm not saying that that's referring to her specifically. She just happens to be in an environment where the taxes are going to go, the taxes of being that type of famous are going to go up. Because there's a substructure involved here that nobody is discussing because they lose too much, and that's why they say like the truth will make you free. The truth makes you free because you lose the false things in your life. But people still have a lot of false things, but they're saying that they believe in the truth. People are saying they believe in the truth, but they're not. Anyway, so what do I mean by truth? You don't want to know. Trust me. Okay, I'm not homeless just because like I'm some asshole. Like I'm just trying to make some money off of this woman. So maybe we can cut a deal, and like if she doesn't want to have to marry, because I'm saying she's heading to a point where she's gonna, like if I get like super famous, like I'm gonna be like, I mean when I get super famous, like it's gonna be like she's like, oh, this fucking guy, like why do I feel so fucking attracted to him? Why do I feel so attracted to this guy? Like he's just, I don't know, there's something about him. It's just something. No. Anyway. I'm 34 years old, and I've got the best grades all